What's up, Facebook, YouTube, and now Patreon? How y'all doing this lovely Tuesday afternoon? I got a little problem. I got a problem with Facebook, and more than likely YouTube too. I hadn't come across it yet, but they're probably thinking about it anyway. I got a problem with fact checkers. Do you think we're fucking retarded or something that we can't research to do our own fact checking? I mean, seriously. The whole premise behind it is to try to keep misinformation from getting out. Yeah, okay. Never mind what y'all are doing is nothing short of propaganda. Alright. I mean, come on, seriously. Now, I made a Facebook post. Well, I didn't make the post, but I shared a video from YouTube where poll workers were sitting there modifying ballots in some form. Sitting there with a damn ink pen doing the ballots. Now, as far as I know, that's illegal. Or not allowed anyway. Might not be a crime, but it ain't allowed. I will take it that far. I won't go so far as to say it's illegal, which it probably is, but last time I checked, see, their excuse was the machine that opened the envelope messed up the ballot. From the live feeds that I saw, people were opening the envelopes. Okay? Try it again. Now, in either case, your name should be on that ballot somewhere. And your contact info. Alright? That's just my opinion right there. Just in case your ballot gets messed up, you can recast it. But they don't do it that way for security reasons, I suppose. You know, some people don't want to be identified. Well, that's their prerogative. It shouldn't be required that your information be on there. But if you want to put it on there, that should be up to you. Some kind of email address or something to let you know that your ballot was invalidated somehow or another. But in no circumstances should a person modify a ballot or even fill out a new one in somebody's name. Never. Alright? Because let me tell you something about people. People are so much easier to hack than machines are. Okay? I could never hack a computer, probably. Not actually hack into it. Alright? A lot of these hacks, they throw the term around so loosely now, it's become associated with a shortcut way of doing something. Alright? It's the politically correct way of saying they rednecked it. Alright? But anyway, the way we used the term hack in the 90s when I was growing up was you were literally sitting there either with a computer program assisting you or doing it manually, hacking into a damn mainframe or something for, could be a good reason, could be a bad reason, but anyway, you can hack the human mind. I can do that. It's called changing somebody's mind, in layman's terms. And the government is very good at it. The media is very good at it. They excel at it. That is their job nowadays. All right. I wouldn't put it past them, because think about it. They're a corporation. They're a company. They're out to make money. Let me tell you how the news, TV news specifically, got started. All right, because some of y'all kids don't know. A long time ago, back before TV, matter of fact, they had radio programs instead of TV programs. And the entire idea behind radio communication was to get the news out faster, so people would know what was going on the next town over, which back then it took all day to get to the next town, even if you had a car, because the roads were shit. I mean, come on. That was back in the day when they were bragging about the Lincoln Highway, which wasn't even paved and had pasture gates across it. But anyway, it's liable to take you a month to get from one side of the country to the other driving back then. No shit. Look it up. But imagine trying to get news from one side of the country to the other, from the East Coast to the West Coast and back again. Kind of became a problem. But they come up with radio. Problem is, it takes money to operate the radio station. Now, they decided to start plugging ads in. Well, the advertising companies started getting creative, and they figured they'd throw in a little entertainment with their ad. Now you got a sponsored TV show. And TV shows used to do that, or now you got a sponsored radio show anyway. But that same format went into TV when it first came on and when it first got popular. If anybody out there, I doubt they do, but if anybody out there has the Beverly Hillbillies box set, for example, turn on the Ads for Posterity feature. I think that's what they called it. But it's the feature that includes the sponsorship for that episode before the episode, or it might be afterward. At no other time will you see Jed Clampett smoking a cigarette. All right. But he did in the episodes that were sponsored by, I believe it was Winston. They even included it in the theme song. Now, the news companies took that ad revenue and, you know, that's where they got their money to operate their station from. And well, that's what it used to be about anyway, getting the news out. And they had to make money somehow. And that's the only way they figured they could do it. Which it's a viable way of making money. YouTube does it now. One day I'm hoping to have ads in my videos. Now, back on topic. Like I said, TV networks and YouTube and radio are companies. They don't give a shit about getting the news out. They give a shit about getting money. All right. Now, if you take a party full of rich people, like either one, for example, just to stay bipartisan. But if you take either party and think about all that money that they have, you know, together. Say they go to some rich individual or several and say, we'll match your contribution if you can buy this TV station. If you can buy this social media platform. And just totally downplay what the other side's talking about. Upplay their outtakes, their mess ups, their gag reel, but downplay when they're telling the truth and it hurts us. Do you seriously think that they're not doing that? I mean, come on. It's outrageous. What they're doing is they're stepping all over our First Amendment rights. Okay? Not only that, they're trying to program us. They're trying to hack us. And it's so subtle that it seems to be working. But guess what? It's not going to work on me. All right? Because like I said in one of my other videos and several of my Facebook posts, I don't form an opinion on something until I do the research behind it. Ever. If I wasn't there, if I didn't see it happen, I'm not going to watch one video or read one article and form an opinion based on that. I'm going to watch several. I'm going to find a compilation if I can. Several of them, if possible. Now, for example, I remembered after I re-uploaded my Jacob Blake video that at some point I was talking about Kyle Rittenhouse because those two incidents were indirectly connected. And I seem to remember mentioning I found a video uploaded by a law firm that had absolutely nothing to do with the case. This guy was analyzing it from a completely neutral point of view. All right, he was thinking as the prosecutor and the public defender, or private defender, criminal defense anyway. He was thinking as the prosecution and the defense while he went over that series of videos. And he had enough video footage where he had time to sit there and put it all together to where, and it was just from people's cell phones recording the whole series of events. But he had enough coverage to where a lot of it overlapped. And some of the cell phone videographers, I guess you'd say, could see each other. You had to pick it out real careful, but they could see each other at one point filming. He covered that from the dumpster fire all the way to when skateboarder bro was over there beating on him, all the way to when that last guy got shot, which he shouldn't catch any charges either because he thought he was doing the right thing. They recruited him after they started chasing that boy. He come running up there or walking up there and said, everybody's hollering, get him, kill him, get him. Said, what's going on? What's happening? Why are you chasing him? And this skateboarder dude fully omitted the why he shot somebody. He just said that he just shot somebody. So dude did what anybody would. He went over there to take care of business. And Kyle perceived him as a threat and eliminated that threat. But anyway, I fact check myself before I ever form an opinion on something. So don't you be doing it for me. You can get your little fact check right off of my post. All right. Need to quit spreading this damn propaganda bullshit. Now, like I was saying before, people have no business fixing somebody else's ballot. None whatsoever. If it was up to me and my dad was talking about it, and I kind of understand why they want to put several things to vote all at once. It would save time. But he got me thinking about, well, they do that so that they can holler misvote, and then cast doubt on whether that vote's valid or not. Because the more little bubbles you have to fill in, the more chances you have of screwing something up, which gives them a chance to holler miscount and then go fix it. Now I'm going to take his advice. I'm going to take my dad's advice and say that when they're doing the ballots, when they're doing the voting, it should be for whatever issue is being voted on only. Only. They should give you the option of putting your contact information on that ballot. Maybe not your name, but an email address or a Facebook profile or a phone number, so that if there's an issue with your ballot, they can contact you to get it fixed, if they have to actually physically inspect it and look at it. I mean, come on. The U.S. Postal Service does it. That's how I know when I have mail. I don't go check the mailbox every single day. Hell no. I get an email with pictures of every piece of mail that comes to that house, so I don't have to go bug people to get my mail. All right. I know when I got mail and when I got packages, and I know who it's from. I know what the envelope looks like, but it's usually black and white. But still, if the post office can do that, why can't whoever's in charge of voting do it? They could send you a picture of your ballot with the area that's messed up and ask for clarification on that area. Now, they don't have to include all them state level votes and amendments and all that, because that just adds room for error. The more you complicate something, the more likely it's going to get messed up. Period. It should be, who do you want to vote for President of the United States? This guy, or this guy, or this girl, or this girl, or this girl. Plain and simple. Now, one thing that they might do at the polling stations is provide detailed information about each candidate for both of them. You don't just run for president to sit in there and maintain status quo. You run for president to make change, to lead. They should have pamphlets or something, or even a bunch of their speeches put together, a compilation of speeches put together for you to read as a book before you cast your vote, just in case you miss something, or just in case the major news and media outlets omitted something. And don't y'all sit there and think that they're not doing it. Enough money will buy anything. All right? Enough money will buy anything and anybody. And if money can't buy it, it'll be bought with power. And power can go two ways. Power can go, hey, if you'll back me, I'll make sure that this thing happens in your favor. But if you back him, I'll make sure you get off the air. I'll make sure this law is passed against you. So they don't even have to throw money at them. They could throw power at them. But their main weapon of choice is money, because, like I said before, the TV stations, hell, all media needs money to operate. I mean, look at all the ads on Google. Look at all the ads on Facebook, all the ads on YouTube. That's how us creators make our money. I mean, one day, hopefully, I'll get some ads in on mine. Especially if I keep posting videos like this. But let me tell you what they done to me. The reason my Jacob Blake Wrongdoing on Both Sides video says re-upload on it is because they didn't like the fact that I was down the middle, that I analyzed the situation. They didn't like the fact that I wasn't straight for Jacob. Now, my opinion on that, well, this is actually fact. He had an arrest warrant and he had a restraining order against him. Now, a restraining order is only valid if both parties know about it. He knew he wasn't supposed to be over there. All right? So he shouldn't have never been over there. But the police did not have to shoot to kill. They could have winged him, just like in so many other situations. So both sides messed up. Both sides. And they didn't like the fact that I wasn't all for him. So what they did was they glitched my video until the last few seconds, where I said something along the lines of, if you break the law, just get caught. Or no, if you break the law and get caught, just fess up. All right? Don't break the law, you won't have nothing to worry about. They glitched everything except for that. And you can't tell me they didn't, because I had, at that time, 23 other videos up. And they're going to glitch that one. The only controversial one other than my gun videos. So, if y'all have watched this far in, and you watch any of my other videos, and you notice that they're glitching, please let me know. Because from now on, I'm going to start uploading my stuff to Samsung Cloud. So if somebody tells me my video's glitched, I can replace it with a new one. A lot easier than sitting there re-recording and trying to think of what I said 3 months ago. All right. But it's amazing the power that y'all give to these people to hack your brain. The reason I get my news and information from YouTube is because it's from actual people. People like me. Not major corporations. Because a major corporation, a major news company, can omit facts at will. When they have the whole story, they can choose to leave something out and say that, well, we didn't know that. And then add it in a month later after everything dies down about it. And then all the people that were out there rioting and tearing shit up are like, well, I guess we were wrong. Too late now. You know? y'all put too much faith in them. You need to get off CNN, Fox, ABC, NBC, all that bullshit, and start watching YouTube reports. Live video of people, well, it might not be live, but video from people that were there when it happened. I watch the body cam. I watch the cell phone videos when they're available. Or body cam when it's available. Because a lot of time the police hold that back, you know, for investigative purposes until everybody's identified and all that. But when it becomes available, I'll watch the body cam footage, and I'll watch whatever cell phone coverage I can find, and read if there's any articles about it. I'll read those before I ever think about forming an opinion. So I'm gonna hit on this one more time. I fact check my damn self. Y'all ain't got to do it for me. Get your fact check off of my damn share. Okay? I'm sick of this shit. You're stepping all over people's First Amendment rights. Now, you're welcome to say whatever the hell you want to say. You're welcome to tell whatever lies you want to tell, or bend the truth however you want to. That's your right as an American. But me, as an American, posting on an American-based platform's website, I should be able to post whatever in the damn hell I please, and y'all can't touch it. Okay? Not that I would, but if I wanted to post the most racist, most, what's the word, homophobic and out and out xenophobic post in the world, that's my right to do so. I'm not going to do that though, because I'm not that way. And if you don't believe me, well, screw you, okay? I'll tell you something about me. There's only a few people in this world that can hurt my feelings. And I can count them on one hand in this whole world. Can't nobody else hurt my feelings. They can piss me off though. And I ain't the only one that's getting pissed off about this. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Talking about going over to some other platform, that they were being bullied. I did not know what they were talking about. I thought somebody was talking shit, making fun of them or something, until it happened to me. But I should be able to post whatever in the hell I damn well please, and nobody should be able to touch it unless it's straight up adult content or something, because there are kids on Facebook. Now, how about this one? You can post animated nudity, or not animated, but cartoon nudity on Facebook, and that's fine. You can even have naked bodies not showing frontal. That's fine too. They even allow, I've reported porn sites or porn profiles, they even allow those to exist. They come back, say it doesn't violate community standards. What the hell does then? Somebody telling the truth? Or their perceived truth, what they think to be the truth? That violates your standards somehow? Come on now. And speaking of Kyle, before I get off of here, Speaking of Kyle Rittenhouse, Facebook has completely censored any talk about him. Because I tried to hashtag free Kyle, and this error page popped up explaining their position on the whole thing. What the fuck, Facebook? As an American platform, you should respect the First Amendment in its entirety. Now, I'm out of recording time. My memory's about full, so I'm going to see y'all later. Be careful, be safe, and have fun. Goodbye.